Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RGA TV's Raider Sports Recap. I'm Nick Sangalis, and alongside Carly Schwartz.
Let's kick it off with some boys basketball. The Raiders are sitting at a 13-2 record, 2-0 in league play. They got a big win over the number 1 ranked Overland Trailblazers, winning 66-60. The Raiders took a position after that.
That win is even more impressive if you see how much they limited one of the state's best players, 6'10 forward Deron Davis, who was already committed to play hoops as an Indiana Hoosier.
The Raiders went an impressive 3-0 in the Duel in the Desert tournament in Arizona. They were able to knock off teams from California and the hometown Arizona.
This team averages an impressive 62.3 points per game, and with the leadership of 7 seniors on the roster, it's no surprise that those around Regis are thinking about a state title run, and I can't blame them.
Yeah, Nick, and if any player can read Regis on a state championship run, it's Jeff Kelly. He is the Raiders' leading scorer, averaging 13.7 points per game, and a key component on the glass and on the defensive end.
But the stats don't tell the whole story, so we sent our own Kyle Schwartz to talk to the big man himself about his remarkable season.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Raider Recap interview with Regis Jesuit basketball star Jeff Kelly. And we're going to have a couple
That time again for the Raider Recap, top 6 plays of the winter season thus far.
Let's go on to number 6. Jeff Kelly flings it to Gage Dwyer, who finishes a nice layup for 2 points. More from this game later.
At number 5 are a couple of deep threes from Michael Wamgams, a potent force from beyond the arc to be sure. Wamgams averages 11 points per contest and has been a key part of this Raiders' three-point shooting efforts, a team that averages 35% from downtown.
Number 4, Jeff Kelly with an outstanding steal from a Mullen player, followed up with a nice layup in a Raider victory, 65-51.
Number 3, Dante Drennan, after picking up the handoff from Jeff Kelly, finds a lane and squeezes into the paint with a saucy finish at the bucket. Raiders picked up a nice win against Overland, 66-60.
Number 2, East goes up for the shot, and it is picked up by the Raiders and is outletted to Connor Hobbs. He runs it in and shoots for 2 points off of one leg. More from this game in a second.
And finally, number 1, Connor Hobbs quickly moves it down the length of the floor. Dishes a no-look into the big 6'9 Mark Rediger, and oh baby, Rediger throws it down with authority. Raiders go on to beat the East Angels in that game 61-58.
Thanks for checking out the Raider Recap mid-season review. We'd, as always, like to thank all the athletes who give us the material to do this show and the camera crews who capture it on video.
Of course, special thanks to head coach Woodley, Bichard, and Jeff Kelly for those great interviews.
For Nick and I and all the Raider Recap crew, this is Carly Schwartz saying so long and Go Raiders.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kyle Schwartz, and this is Nick Senglis, and welcome to the first installment of the Raider Recap.
Let's kick it off with some Raider football. Raiders impressed with a 9-3 record, surviving until the quarterfinals of the 5A playoffs. They won the Continental League North, which seems to be becoming a habit, Kyle.
Yes, Nick. The league will disband next year as a result of 5A league reshuffling after 4 years of existence. The Raiders were able to win all 4 Continental League North titles during the league span. Very impressive.
Indeed. Under new leadership, the Raiders picked up right where they left off last year. Coach Dan Philman was at the helm for the first time after having coached the Liberty Lions in Arizona to a Division II state runner-up title.
The Raiders had a new-look offense under Philman. They were quite the ground-and-pound team last year. But this year, with senior Michael Pavlakovich under center, the Raiders took to the air. Pavlakovich threw for 15 touchdowns and ran for another 9, 2 of which came to a quarterfinal loss against Columbine.
Yeah, Kyle Pavlakovich led the team with fellow captain Ace Escobedo. Escobedo led one of the best defenses in the state that surmounted 30 sacks on the year. A third of those came from junior Caleb Sloan.
Leading the way in interceptions was Will Lowry, who finished this year with 7 picks. But this pick 6 from Ryan Brown was perhaps the most exciting one of the year.
That was quite the game changer. Senior Drew Schlegel also added 2 impressive pick 6. He also led the team in tackles with 103.
On the other side of the ball, senior Alec Barnes led the team in rushing with 750 yards and 12 scores. He, alongside University of Nebraska commit Jack Stoll, were the stars of the offense.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Raiders, they will be losing a talented senior class. Senior Ace Escobedo will also be going D1, as he also has committed to the University of Pennsylvania.
These two standouts are the only two Raider football players who have committed to play football in college, but we will update you on others as we find out. And Nick, the JV and freshman team both went 3-5.
Now on to some soccer. A Rick Wolf coached Raider team went 6-8-2, with Colin Giardino and Luke Mitchell tied for the lead in goals, netting 4 each. Nick Rotello led the team in helpers with 5.
Yeah, Nick, it was somewhat of a disappointing year for the Raiders. However, Giardino and Rotello will be both returning next year, so the future is bright. The JV team went 1-4-1. The sophomore team was undefeated, and the freshman team went 3-3.
Yeah, Kyle, the Raider golf team also found success this year, winning the state championship. It was led by Fort Collins transfer junior Tyler Zhang and senior Andrew McCormick. The future is bright here as well, with impressive performances from a pair of sophomores, Kyle McCoy and Bennett Rogers.
The Raider tennis team found success as well. Nick, junior Eric Nuss and senior Stephen Bummer won the one doubles championship, while junior Luca Abat and sophomore Patrick Seeby won 2 doubles championship.
Now, Kyle, it's that time where we count down the best and brightest plays of the fall semester. It's the Raider Recap top 6 plays of the fall semester.
Number 6, Raiders against Rock Canyon. Michael Pavlakovich steps back in the pocket, finds a seam to run through, and bolts through a couple of defenders. It's a 98-yard score. Sensational. Raiders would go on to win that game 58-14.
Yeah, number 5, Raiders versus Legacy. Legacy quarterback Matt Lynch's throw is mistimed, and it goes straight in the hands of Ryan Browns. It's a 76-yard pick 6. More from this game later.
Number 4, Nick. A good celebration is essential after winning big. And here's a nice one from Eric Nuss and Stephen Bummer after winning the state one doubles championship.
Number 3, Raiders against Legacy. Pavlakovich heaves one down the field for Jack Stoll, and Stoll makes an unbelievable leaping grab to pull it down. Wow. Raiders go on to win 34-7.
Number 2, Raiders against Denver South. Alfred Jones takes the handoff and finds a gaping hole. He's off to the races. No one's going to catch him. It's a 98-yard touchdown. What a run. Raiders win 29-14.
And now the number 1 play of the fall. Raiders against Columbine in a chilly quarterfinal game. Pavlakovich doesn't like what he sees downfield, so he keeps it himself. He makes a few guys miss and weaves his way for a score. What a play. A 58-yard run. Raiders go on to lose, however, 27-14.
An attention-grabbing fall season for sure. Nick and I would like to congratulate all of the fall athletes who make us proud to be a Raider.
And gave us something to do on Friday nights.
Special thanks to Huddle and Max Prep for providing us with the videos and stats for our presentation here today.
On behalf of Kyle Schwartz and the rest of our Raider Recap crew, I'm Nick Sangalis saying so long.
Go Buffs.
Go Buffs.